Whisky Galore is a novel written by Compton Mackenzie, published in 1947. It was adapted for the cinema under the title Whisky Galore. Plot summary. During the Second World War, the cargo vessel S. Cabinet Minister is wrecked off a remote fictional Scottish island group, Great Todday and Little Todday, with 50,000 cases of whiskey aboard. Due to wartime rationing, the thirsty islanders had nearly run out of the water of life, and see this as an unexpected godsend. They managed to salvage several hundred cases before the ship sinks. But it is not all clear sailing. They must thwart the efforts of the authorities to confiscate the liquor, particularly in the shape of misguided, pompous English Home Guard Captain Paul Waggett. A cat-and-mouse battle of wits ensues. Although the wreck and the escapades over the whiskey are at the center of the story, there is also a lot of background detail about life in the Outer Hebrides, including e.g. culture clashes between the Protestant island of Great Todday and the Roman Catholic island of Little Todday. Mackenzie based the geography of these islands on Barra and Eriskay respectively, but in real life they are both Catholic islands. There are various subplots, e.g. two couples who are planning to get married. Mackenzie's prose captures the various accents of the area and also includes much common Gaelic that was in use at the time. The book comes with a useful glossary of both the meaning and approximate pronunciation of the language. Origins of the story. The story was based on a real-life incident that occurred in 1941 on the Hebridean island of Eriskay when the SS Politician ran aground with the cargo including 28,000 cases of malt whiskey. Official files released by the National Archives show that it was also carrying a sum of cash. In all, there were nearly 290,000 10-shilling notes, which would be worth the equivalent of several £1 million at today's prices. Not all of this was recovered from the wreck. Adaptations. A theatrical adaptation of the novel, licensed by the Society of Authors, the managers of Compton Mackenzie's literary estate, and written by Paul Godfrey, was first performed as a bar show at Perth Theatre in the late 1980s. This adaptation, delivered in the manner of a 1940s radio broadcast, has 4 BBC radio rep actors and a studio manager creating all the locations, characters and sound effects as they would have done in a live radio broadcast. This version was also produced by Mull Theatre in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and 2014, touring to theatres throughout Scotland. A musical version of the novel, entitled Whisky Galore, a musical, single quote, was performed at the Pitlochry Festival Theatre, Scotland in 2009 and 2011. The book was adapted by Shona McKee-McNeill and the music was composed by Ian Hammond Brown. A Gaelic language adaptation of the novel was adapted for the stage by Ian Finlay MacLeod for a National Theatre of Scotland. Rob Harney's an A play, A Pie and a Pint at Oranmore co-production titled Uisgeb the Goulet or in 2015.